Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Nancy Abela. On here, I film about faith, relationship, and lifestyle. Film about every good stuff. If you're new here, you're welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for always coming back to watch my videos. I do not take it for granted. So yeah, I know I've been so inconsistent on this channel. Apologies. I apologize for that. So yeah, in today's video, something bothers me, and I'm here to talk about it. Without further ado, guys, let's get to it. Like I said earlier, something bothers me, and it's concerning women gaining weight after childbirth, pregnancy, childbirth, and all that. There's no problem with that. Now, where I have issues is husbands forcing their wives to lose weight, to shed off those weight after giving birth. That is something that has been bothering me, and I'm here to talk about it. All right. I keep wondering, like, it bothers me when I see men complaining about their wives gaining weight. Now, before you come for me, I'm not in support of those women that will automatically turn to my grandmother after a child or 2 or 3 children or after childbirth. Some persons, immediately they give birth to one like this, they automatically become a dede. In my language, they say a dede. They automatically become granny. Those are not the people I'm talking about. I'm not in support of that. As a woman, you're supposed to package yourself, make yourself look good, make yourself look smart, even after childbirth. Now, the one I'm talking about is the men forcing their wives to lose weight. Not like the woman is so so big or too fat or so, but they shall just want the woman to go back to the size 12, size 16, or size whatever she was before she started giving birth. They want her to go back to that size, and you hear them say things like, oh, you no longer look attractive, I want you to lose this weight and all that. Now, let's get this thing clear. All right, I'm not saying you don't have right to complain. As a man, you have right to complain, but if you're complaining, complain in love. Not you telling your wife that she has to lose that weight so that you will not start looking outside. That is the one I'm here to talk about, right? As a man, see, the best you can do for your wife after childbirth is to love her the way she is. Love her in that insecurity, because at that point, she's probably insecure in her new body. She probably doesn't like the way she's looking at the moment. Those little things lead to PPD. So by the time you now bring your own to add to it and start making her look like, oh, making her feel like, oh, you have to lose this weight because you're looking so unattractive to me. You have to lose this weight so that I will not start looking at small girls out there. Bro, if you want to look at small girls out there, go and look. Just go and look. Go and meet them. How can you compel her to lose those weights gained after childbirth because you don't want to cheat on her, because you don't want to look outside, because she's no longer attractive to you? Something she did for the both of you. In fact, something she did for you. Listen, if you don't understand what she went through, let me analyze it for you. Number one, she has to first of all deal with menstrual cramps, ovulation, whatever. And then she got pregnant for you. She went through that first trimester. I don't know about every other person, but if she's like me, first trimester was, I don't know, I was completely useless to myself in my first trimester. Not talk of being useful to another person. My first trimester was somehow time for me. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. That first trimester was not easy. It wasn't a child's play at all. I don't know how individual body works. Body differs. Some persons, that first trimester is a flex for them, but for some persons, first trimester is a knockoff for them. She'll deal with first trimester early morning sickness and all of those yada yada, and then she will now deal with some changes in her body maybe in the second trimester. Second trimester is like the only flex, so to say, during pregnancy. Second trimester, she's glowing, she's enjoying her life and going over. Third trimester will knock her off. That third trimester, she will gain weight, That's when she start having swollen feet. Some persons still experience that swollen feet in second trimester. She will experience all of those big nose, big mouth, big everywhere, big face, discoloration, hyperpigmentation, all of those yada yada. She's going through all of those things in third trimester. She's going through a lot in that third trimester. She's probably walking like a penguin. Third trimester is really not too easy for women. They want to come down from the bed. I think I said that in my pregnancy series. They want to come down from the bed. In fact, it's a hassle. It's not easy. She will go through that one. Then she will not go through labor pain. That labor pain, you don't want to know what happens in that period. In that, you don't want to know. She's doing all of the give birth to another human being. It is either she goes through vaginal delivery or she undergoes CS. Whichever way, none of this process is easy. If it's vaginal delivery, she has to push. And in that process, maybe she will get some tears, or maybe if her body is not properly open, the nurses will even open it for her. Then they will stitch it. That pain is there. Or she will go through tears. That one is, we know how it is. All of those things will come. Then she will now go through the healing process. Is that she's healing from the stitches of the CS, or she's healing from the stitches of the tears that she had during pushing. And then breastfeeding, the first few weeks of breastfeeding, in my case, I think in the first 2 weeks, my nipple was on fire. I could not, anytime my baby puts mouth to suckle, I will feel it in my brain. It's not easy. Some will go through postpartum depression, as the PPD I mentioned earlier. Some will go through so many things. Some will not even like their body again. They won't even like the way they are looking anymore. Some of them will not even want to see their babies as a result of PPD. Now she's going through all of these things to give birth to a child that will bear your name. And then after going through all of this process, the only thing you look at her in the face and tell her is that she's no longer attractive to you. Bro. Excuse me, sir. I don't want to say something. There's something in my mouth that I don't want to say, but it's because of home training. If not because of home training, right now I would have asked if your brain is paining you. But sorry, I will not ask it because of home training, okay? I don't understand you. Why are you now forcing her to go and lose those weight? You think it's easy? These things are natural. Like, it's not something she didn't create herself. Some persons, when they give birth, they will, within the first few months, in less than 6 months, they snapped back to their previous body size. For someone like me, it didn't take me time. I snapped back. If you look at my stomach, you won't even know that I've given birth. The thing is as flat as it was before I got pregnant. But there are some persons that their stomach is not like that. Their tummy is not like that. Some persons, they find it very difficult to shed off those weights after childbirth. And then you are telling her that she's no longer attractive to you. Bro, you have to deal with it. If she didn't give birth now, you start calling her barren. You'll be the one to get angry that, oh, she cannot give birth. She cannot conceive and give birth to children. Now she has conceived and has given birth to children for you. The only thing you can look at her in the face and tell her is that she's no longer attractive to you because she has gained weight. It is natural. You want her to remain the way she was before you met her. Or the first day you met her, the way she was looking. All curvy and all of those. I'm not saying it is not possible to maintain those curvy shapes and all of those plenty yada yada after childbirth. It is very easy, very doable. But for some persons that it is not doable for them, for some persons that it is not possible for them, you don't have any reason not to like them the way they are. Are you kidding me right now? That she's no longer attractive to you, and then you will now say she doesn't want you to start looking outside. Listen, women, any man that will tell you, oh, I'm looking outside or I'm cheating on you because your body and all, it's in your character to cheat. It's in your character to cheat. And then some women too, they want to do everything to please. It is right, yes, very right to do things to please your husband. Don't get me wrong. but not at your own detriment. I watched a video of a lady who gave birth through CS. Less than a month later, or less than a month after, I think she was saying it's a month and 2 weeks or so, give or take, less than 2 months after. She's already doing some exercise, filming it and recording it, posting it on her social media page. And then she was saying she just gave birth through CS less than 2 months ago, and she has to go back to her previous shape. She want to keep her body in shape. She want to do this, she want to do that, so that her husband will not go and start looking at small small girls outside. I looked at her and I laughed. I know doctors will advise women that gave birth through CS not to lift heavy weights or not to do something rigorous. Doctors will advise them to give their body, themselves, a long time before undergoing some rigorous activities and those plenty things. But here is this woman saying she's doing all of those things to please her husband at your detriment. I don't understand. So the man is there waiting for you to endanger yourself to please him. He will now tell you, if you don't want me to look outside, you have to make it, you have to look good for me. I'm not saying your wife should not look good for you. You have to look sweet, you have to look slim, you have to look like Agbani Derigo. I hate you women, child. I don't know where you guys are getting those kind of husbands from. I don't know. I really don't know. But then again, you have to be mindful of the things you do for this man, this same person that is compelling you to shed off those weight that you gained as a result of childbirth. Will still be the same person that will go and start running after one busty lady, one robust lady, and then you'll be wondering, what will I do to please this human being? They will tell you, yeah, I don't want, it's because, why I'm saying this is because I don't want to cheat. And then you too, as a woman, you're not saying, because you don't want your husband to start looking outside. That is, this particular one is one that is spinning me inside. You don't want, so you are doing those things to keep him, so that he will not start looking outside. So what happens when you cannot do those things again? What happens when you cannot shed off those weight? It means he cannot love you again. You hear them say things like cheating is in their DNA. It's not in their DNA. There's nobody that God gave a DNA of cheating. God did not give anybody cheating DNA. Only God knows where they got their own DNA from. You start making excuses for them. I don't want them to cheat. Men cheat a lot. So I want to do all these things to keep my man. I know. What kind of reverse psychology are you guys are like? What do I know? What do I know? Sorry if I'm offending you. Sorry. But no sorry. See, time has changed. It is about time you changed the narrative. Men, love your wives the way they are. The way they are after childbirth. It is your duty to encourage them, to love them in their new body, even when they don't like themselves anymore. They will tell you, oh, I don't like myself again. Look at what you have done to me. Look at what you have turned me to and all that. You are the one that will love them and love them in their new body, instead of complaining and making her go through hell just to please you. What are you doing to please her? The only thing you're telling her is that so that you not start looking outside. Go and look out. Go and look. And then wait for the consequences, because you cannot choose an action and choose the consequences at the same time. Now what for now? Listen, women. If you are doing those things, if you are hitting the gym, you are doing those exercises and all those things just to look good for yourself, just to stay healthy, just to be okay, for your mental health. If you are doing those things for your mental health's sake, it is fine. I totally understand. Right? I totally understand. But to say you are doing those things, even if you say you are doing those things to, to attract your husband, to be that baby girl for your husband, I totally understand as well. But you see that part, I'm doing it so that my husband will not start looking outside. That is the part that is paining me inside. I want to keep in shape. I want to stay in shape so that my husband will not start looking outside. That is the part that is paining me outside. We have to erase this mentality. We have to, I mean, outgrow this reverse psychology. We have to outgrow this backward mentality that, oh, if you look some, there is, you guys, I don't understand it. Like, sometimes I sit down to make it make sense in my head, but it's not clicking. It's not clicking, man. It's not just clicking. Why are you compelling her? Why are you forcing her to shed off those weight so that you will not go and start looking at small, small girls outside? Make it make sense. After going through all of these things for you to bring forth children that will bear your name, you're not telling her she's no longer attractive to you. She will be attractive to you. You have to be, the both of you have to be attracted to each other. I can't even imagine myself trying to. The thing is, if a man loves you, he loves you for who you are. If he doesn't love you, no matter what you do, he will still go and look outside. If he loves you, he loves you completely, wholly. No matter, I'm not saying you should start looking like his grandmother or start looking like his elder sister. No, that's not what I'm saying. You have to, package yourself and look good for your husband. Look good for your husband. But to say you're looking good for him so that, see, that is the only thing that is vexing me inside. It's not like I'm saying you looking good for your husband or you making it look like, oh, you want to keep in shape, you want to stay attractive for your husband is wrong. It's completely right. You are in fact, it is something that should be done. But to say you are doing those things so that he will not go and start cheating on you. If he leaves you at that point, or rather, if he start cheating on you at that point, and then blames it on the fact that, oh, you gave birth and your body has changed, your body system has changed, you have changed, you have added weight, you have done this and that and that, so that's the reason he's cheating on you. Cheating was in his character, not his DNA. Stop making excuses for them. He has the character of cheating. It means he's even a cheat. He's a cheat. You hear them say, you pushed me. Push you to where? You pushed me. You're the one that pushed me to start cheating. I once dated a guy when I was in school. So, well, should I really call it dating also? And only to be that this guy was going out with someone else. And, the both of them were um they were just having their affairs. And then when I found out, this guy did not deny. I confronted him. He didn't deny it. What happened? He said, I caused it. I was the one that pushed him. I'm like, how? Did I offend you? Did I do anything to offend you? How? He said, me, I'm very stingy with my body. Me, I'm so stingy with my body. But we had this agreement. This guy came to me as a Christian brother, like he was a Christian brother. Not like he wasn't looking like a Christian. He was a Christian brother. I don't know about now because I'm not keeping tabs on him. I don't know if he's still a Christian brother. Okay, so what now happened? He said, me, I'm very stingy with my body. We had this agreement, bro. We agreed that this relationship is going to be we're not going to have carnal knowledge of each other in this relationship, and you agreed. So why all of a sudden he said he thought way into the relationship, when we're together in a secluded environment, and we succumb to it. So when we're making the agreement, you made agreement with part of your heart. Like, I don't get you. He now apologized and said, okay, he's not going to do it again and all. That was, you see, I left him in the relationship. That was the end of the relationship. In my head, I'm like, so if I now give birth, I thought about it. Me, I shall just thought about it. I said, okay, so at the end of the day, if I now agree and take you back and we start dating, maybe at the end of the day, we now decide to settle down together. If I now give birth and I cannot satisfy your urges at that time, at that period of my life, that within that period of pregnancy and delivery and those things, if I can't meet up to your, you know, urges, your demands, your bedmatics, you will now leave me and go and start. You guys, Nigeria will humble you. Tell me why these people will take this light at this time of the night. Anyways, that's the end of the really that was the end of the relationship. I just ended the relationship and that was all. All right, I'll be ending this video right now here. I hope with these few points of mine, I have not offended anybody. All right, you people's NEPA just took the lights, the power holding company. Anyways, that is the end of the video. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section. All right, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay blessed, stay fabulous, and stay fantastic. I love you and I love you again. All right, please, 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 before you leave, if you know you have watched this video up until now and you haven't subscribed to this channel, you don't like, you don't comment, please endeavor to do so. All right, please help a sister. Thank you very much and God bless you. Bye bye.